You're welcome back. The minority in Parliament is demanding the immediate publication of all companies undertaking mining activities and prospecting within the country's forest reserves. In the view of the opposition MPs, government's refusal to furnish the country with that list will reinforce beliefs that it is only paying lip service to the fight against illegal mining and the subsequent protection of the forest reserves. This comes in the wake of a directive by the Lands Minister Samuel Abujinapo for all mining companies prospecting within the country's reserves to cease operations within 7 days. Speaking to my colleague Kwesi Parker-Wilson, South Dai Member of Parliament Roxin Dafeamekpor said even though the directive has come in rather too late, he fully supports it and went further to question the issuance of licenses to companies to mine in the country's forest reserves. Listen.
First, it is the approach is even not proper. The approach is even not proper. Two, in doing so, even if we have to consider that because he wants to be proactive, which in my opinion he is not, we need to know the names of the entities, where they are operating, region by region, district by district, how long they have been operating, the extent, or the duration of the license. They all matter.
So you want the publication?
Yes, because if you are the entities in our forest reserves, where they are located, which regions.
For what purpose, sir?
You see,
the interest of
hold on. He has, by the same notice, entreated all the regional security councils to take steps to make sure that they comply. How will the regional security council, presided by the regional minister, be able to determine this if he doesn't know that X mining company is processing in, say, in the Volta region, let me say, in the Adaklu or in the Kalakpa resource reserve? If he doesn't know, so he needs to. So we need further and better particulars on their names, the names of the entities, where they are operating, the region, the district. It will also help the assemblies who have administrative jurisdiction and administrative powers in managing the localities to be able to also the various dissects, because the dissects operate under the REXEX, so that they'll be able to also come in to assist.
If that is not done, what are you going to do as a member?
Then for me, it is a statement that will go nowhere. It's the statement that will achieve nothing. Because whether or not they are able to comply, he will not be able to tell, because I don't know which entities have been asked to stop operating. And so if I enter an area and I see an entity operating, how am I able to stop it? So I need to know the names of the entities that now is directing that they should stop, cease their operations for free until further notice.
And how soon do you expect these lists to be made public by the minister and the ministry? As
soon as the agency of the situation demands. Because he has put out a notice that with immediate effect they should suspend operations, and in doing so he gives them 7 days within which to mobilize, to tidy up and evacuate. So I'm saying that because of the agency nature of the situation, he should listen to me, listen to reason, listen to wisdom, and publish their names, their details, the details of their licenses, the durations. Some are operating on licenses that have a couple of months to expire. And you are aware that until recently, a lot of mining licenses.
As Mr. Dafeamekpor there, he also called on government not to heed the calls for an extension of the ban from 7 days to 1 month, as requested by some of the mining companies.
If you see that 4 years ago, Ghana Water and Community Water and Sanitation were complaining about how expensive it was becoming for them to treat water for us to drink. All right. they introduced these terms called rigidity and all that. And yes, you recall. Now we are not speaking of the rigidity and turbidity of the water anymore. It is gone beyond that description. It is absolutely perhaps impossible for them to treat the kind of water that is flowing into the water processing plants. So it is become a matter of life and death situation. That's why I think the minister, the government thinks that taking this step will be coming out with this directive will be a first step in dealing with the matter.
So you support the 7-day ultimatum?
No, yes, I support, because they should demonstrate why in trying to comply and demobilize out of sight, they are not able to do so within 7 days. You should be able to make the effort so that if within 7 days you still have materials to evacuate, then you can apply for extension of time. Now, without taking the steps, without showing that you're also in a hurry to comply with the directive, you're asking for more 1 month. Do you know how much they can do in 1 month? They can still work and do a lot of damage.
Those are his concerns there. Well,